Hey guys, some quick background on this commentary. I made this the same day I made the video where I kind of raged about Modern Warfare 3 and went over a lot of its problems. This video is its solutions and ways to fix the problems that I mentioned in the video. If you're missing that video, let me go and link you down below. I'll leave a link in the description down below, or I'll leave an annotation on the screen to watch that video. And this is kind of the ways to fix a lot of the problems I outlined. And enjoy the commentary. Bye. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Ted, and I'm following up my last commentary. My last commentary was bitching and moaning about MW3, and I'm still bitching and moaning about the game, but I'm going to give some solutions about it as well. I feel that any conversation or any criticism of a game should be followed up by a way to fix it. I think that Infinity Ward hears their fair share of this game fucking sucks, and not their fair share of how to fix it. So let's go into both. I've already told you the game fucking sucks and why and stuff and things, but I want to talk about how to fix it because I know that that's the alternate side of the story and the more important side of the story, because everything's got problems, but whether you can fix it or not, another story. So let's get into it, guys. The knifing system. I've already gone over my thoughts on this pretty often, so I'm going to go quickly on the knife system. The ways I can see fixing the knife, and there I'm going to give some suggestions that are commonly heard of and one that I actually just made up today. The new one I'm going to give out is that I think that the knife should be an equipment. I think that you should have a regular default knife be a two-hit melee, and then maybe make it so that you get a Bowie knife as your equipment instead of like a claymore or grenade, and that can be a one-hit knife. Once again, just automatically equipped, the way you don't got to take it out. That'd be cool. Another thing you could do is make it so that the knife is automatically given to you. However, you have to take it out before you use it. That'd be cool too. One other thing you could do, make it so that the knife is now a two-hit kill to the front and a one-hit kill backstab. I think that's fine. That way they can't panic knife into, they can kind of panic half kill you. Make the knife like a 50 damage weapon instead of a 100 damage weapon, or it's actually like 140 damage, whatever it is. And make it so that the knife is a two-hit kill. That'd be fine and dandy, and I'd have a nice smile on my face. That'd work out well. One final thing you can do is make it so it's a battlefield knife system where you've got it so that it takes a little bit longer to initiate the knife melee attack. Not just like insta-kill where you just like sling your gun to the side, strap your knife to your hand, and just instantly hit someone in the jugular and kill them automatically. I don't like that knife system. I think it needs to be heavily renovated in some form or fashion, but it doesn't seem to be getting updated anytime soon, so I don't know. We'll see. That's just my thoughts and ideas. Let's move on next to death streaks. These are another huge thing. I do like the idea of death streaks. I know they piss you off, and I don't like the way that they are in the game right now. But the idea of a death streak is very smart. It's a very good idea because people that suck dick at the game, they need to have some sort of help to kind of get them into the game. People, once they get better, they'll stop getting on death streaks. But I don't want them to be given the fucking kill. I don't want them to explode and blow me and half my team up. That's bullshit. I don't want them to fall in a ball dick scratching stance and use their primary gun to maul me in my face after they take 68 extra bullet damage. I don't like that. I like juiced. Juiced is fine. It makes it they get out of their spawn if they're being spawn trapped. If it makes it they can just move around the map if they're trying to get to some certain spot to go camp at. Whatever the hell they need to do, juiced is fine. I don't care. I don't really care because I can still kill them. And when they're moving fast, it's harder for them to aim. So there's definitely a bad thing there, a connotation for them. I like hollow points because once again they still gotta aim, they still gotta shoot. It's just that, it takes one less bullet to kill someone. I'm fine with that. If, they get a lucky shot off on me, whatever. I don't really care. As long as they actually have to shoot at me to kill me. I don't like Dead Man's Hand. I don't like Martyrdom. I mean, it's stuff that just gives them a free kill. It gives them too much of an advantage. I don't like that. They need to renovate the death streak system and make it so that it's like 2 or 3 death streaks. Also, I loved Copycat back in MW2. That was fine. Plus, it came over the on the little scoreboard thing on the right, and where it's she shows like multi kills and triple kills and flat caps. It says that they've copied your class, so it makes them look like a total noob. I like that part. Plus, I like seeing people copy my class. I think that's pretty funny. Let's move on to the next bullshit in the game. A lot of the bullshit comes from the guns and the randomness of the game. Like I was saying before, I wish that I said in my last commentary. I mean, the randomness is just stupid. I don't like exploding vehicles. I don't like exploding barrels. I don't like anything that explodes. I don't like sticky semtexes. I don't like direct impacts. I don't like that stuff. I don't like the launchers. I don't like any of that stuff. I really, in general, just don't like explosives. Claymores are fine. Frag grenades are just fine and dandy. But the second that they go and throw in the semtex grenades that stick people, the explosive barrels, the jeeps that explode, it's too random. I don't like randomness. It just makes you feel that much worse when you die because it's like, that thing killed me. Another random thing I don't like is the perks. We'll get into that in a second. So take out the randomness, take out the jeeps, take out the explosive barrels, take out the number of head glitches. There's a lot of head glitches that people can just camp behind. And I don't like any of that stuff. I just don't like the randoms. I want the guns to be very consistent. I also don't like the 3-round burst guns versus the fully automatics versus the single fires. I want everything to be one certain way, one certain form or fashion. If guns were just the same with different skins, it would be a perfectly balanced game. Take Battlefield, for example. The way they balance their guns in Battlefield is they give every single gun the exact same stats for the most part, and they tweak the rate of fire and recoil. Higher rate of fire, higher recoil. Lower rate of fire, higher accuracy, lower recoil. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's a balanced game. That's a balanced gun. Instead, they've got too much randomness. Once again, akimbos, 3-round burst guns, single fire guns that have a one-shot headshot multiplier. All the automatic guns with like extended mags and rapid fire and all the stupid damn attachments. I don't like that stuff, and I know that I'm ranting again in this commentary, but it's just, it needs to get out there, and once again, I'm trying to give some solutions to the game, more than ranting. I know ranting's kind of what's coming off in this commentary again. I'm sorry about that. I can't help it. I'm sorry. And I guess the final thing I'll talk about as far as what they need to fix with Call of Duty and some suggestions is they need to fucking fix Assassin. They need to fix all the stealth perks. They're so heavily broken in this game. They're too dominant. You know, they're the best perks in the game, and for that reason, they're too commonly used. They need to make all the best perks in the game be in the same category so they can't be split up. I know I've said this a million times, but Dead Silence, Assassin, and Blind Eye, they need to be in different. They need to be all in the same tier. That way, you can't have all 3 of them. You can only have 1 of them. I think that makes the most sense in my personal opinion. Or they need to make, you know, Assassin so that there's something that counters it. As it stands right now, there's nothing that counters Assassin. Absolutely nothing. It counters 3 million things. It counters EMP, Marksman, UAV, counter UAV, the EMP grenades. It counters everything, red names and crosshairs, but nothing counters it. There's nothing that you can put up in the sky that can make you see an assassin, except for, you know, flash grenades on a recon pro person. That's the only thing that can see an assassin on the radar. There's no counter to it. It just has many counters of itself. I don't like that. It needs to be more balanced. It needs to be so that assassin makes so that you show up on the UAV every 2 sweeps, or every 3 sweeps you're hidden. Something like that. Make it more balanced. Make it so that you're still detectable. You're still an assassin, quote unquote, but you're not just, you know, a fucking stealth monster. And with Blind Eye, once again, make it so that some air support you're hidden from, and not all of it. You know, why give them invincibility to everything? Maybe switch it up so that air-driven air support you're invincible to. But the user-controlled kill streaks, like the RC, or I'm sorry, the little drone thing that you run around, and the recon drone, things like that. Make the assault drone, make it so that you're invincible to those in 1 perk, and then the air support in another one, something like that. And I want stopping power back. That's my last rant. I want stopping power back. I like the increased bullet damage. I like faster kills. I like a more faster-paced gameplay in general. So that's my rant. Well, actually, that's my counter to the rant, which is still another rant. So I'm sorry about that. It turned into a rant video, but I swear those are actually really good ideas. I'm just thinking of them. Let me know what you think with your comment section down below. I love reading you guys' stuff. I don't reply to many of the comments, but I do read everything. So I appreciate y'all guys. Let me know what y'all think. I love hearing everyone's opinion. I love reading stuff about Call of Duty and reading everyone's opinion. So do let me know what you think. That was a double MOAB gameplay in the background. I went flawless on the 2nd round, which is pretty good. Overtime round is one of the more chaotic rounds, and I ended up going flawless and pulled out a double MOAB. Go ahead and call it in here in a little bit. Actually, I don't call them in. I just completely negate the MOABs. I forgot to call them in. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the gameplay commentary. As always, leave a like, subscribe for high-quality content posted every single day. Other than that, guys, have a great day, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.